spanky Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with sideline reporter Holly Rowe.
It's the key of the Huskies head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge in this next set. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see it. It can help them to process it. It goes down through the field. Back to you.
Thank you. Really looking forward to this matchup. Also, Connecticut's offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. Big game. This game over 150 yards on the ground up score. Off the play fake on first down.
And that's why the action is going to be big in this game. You saw him just freeze the second on the bench just for a second. How tight it works. Vertically downfield. How about this guy after the game, right? So hard to bring in. What a weapon.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line. Change for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield is strong. There he goes. Great pick up his own. Keep this drive moving and they got it at the 35. UConn quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at go right back on the football.
Catching stride inside the 15. And he just kept running. And he'll run away with the crowd. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, UConn.
And they talk about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide.
Consumer cellular. They use the same product that the big shit. I just pay less.
Too bad I need unlimited plan.
I've got unlimited for $35.
Unlimited? I guess I thought consumer cellular was for older people.
Save up to half on the same coverage with unlimited everything for $35. Call or visit Consumer Cellular.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget. Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year. So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slipper-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-402-6712.
That's right, Mom and Dad. My new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Always ship the cruiser from winding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurance.
How responsible.
Very essential.
And he has a tattoo.
Temporary for my niece. She insisted.
Cute. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off.
Wow, I stand corrected. It's lovely.
He runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the inside.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play the coverages rather than allow this guy to take the top and get players if they really stay defensively at that call. And cruise to the offense is kind of the matchup and make it things happen.
The Tigers offense coming on the field and get out to get them in this one. Here's the sophomore quarterback going to be out the controls in this one. For the one game he had last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. They'll send it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hogan. Here comes the heat. He got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scramble to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between him and the 6 here on second down. Running inside. It's Hayden. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here they come, trying to convert it, 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. He's going to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33 yard line. And the Tigers number them with a fresh set of downs. Takes that off. It's Hayden. Stop. Almost finished press, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passive situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, they swing those balls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Absolutely nowhere to go with this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ncaa.
And the defense sets the tone. They're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already. Yeah, you got to give this coach a set. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
On the move from inside this spot. 35 for the big play. They stop that for a short return. It's line of the Tigers set off the offense to go to work. They haven't exactly first out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's rolling. This one's complete. He almost picked up the first down. That one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working in the middle of the field, he knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Going to try to get it himself. He's shall be from the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. It's first down, the defense thinks you might be guarding the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little 3-3 run.
What's the line press made there on the short fly? 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down. I got they go here. They can put on 3rd down. He gets it to the 46-yard line. The Tigers go flying down the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked out. The yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense fired at everybody box except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle swings.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert from the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
He'll field the punt to see what he can get. Down for the one move up back and picks up some nice blocks before he's left the bounds.
The Utah defense goes back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early inning and now right back to work. They start the drive with a pass. It's a pressure.
Looking to fire.
Caught him in the backfield. It's Bethel.
Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That's the end of the period. UConn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped down to an impressive start. This offense had a little extra time to think about it, but see they have on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit. That's the full ball is hit. Lead at 4th down tonight. UConn will have to find a way. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the job. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He's past the marker. Hits. He's at the 86 with the Garden City. It's simply doing the ground for your campaign. Running in the red zone, it's hit. He's able to pick up 2, down to 12. Going on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover and pick up that first down. The run inside. It's taken. This is touchdown for the first. Wow. 4 plays on this run by the offense here. It's returned from steady speed coming into this game, and there's and you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you can get energy, the crowd gets it. And the defense got to get just stop. This is spin one for getting them back in the ball. And no chance at a return. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Husky's offense out there and ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on this S1. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back, now put a nice drive together and execute.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the tight end. And to the middle. He picks up first down. UConn quick to the line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it in his hands in one sight. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Back up now, here's second and long. Running inside. It's Bell.
It's really hard to control the running game. Control the line scrimmage. How about the defensive line? Doing a great job of stacking those guys up. Not open lanes to run through. Nice job to nullifying that route altogether.
Now basically learning in long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to just a bit short. It will bring up fourth down from the 43. The Huskies will be forced to put it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. What a great job there. No mistake. They have some time. They get in the hand. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Not much good there to gain up one. Gets him out to the 5.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if it's start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little.
Give to the running back. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Back to pass. It's Norway on the move to his left.
Got out of trouble. Complete. And looking
for the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. They're smart. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. The bouncing ball to keep it drive alive. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. He was on his way. Gets all the way to the 38. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, they'll give it to the back. Surge ahead for there is the second and 8. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Right back to the left. And then bring him to the ground after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line to this third down play, clock running. The give to the back. He was finding his way through those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The defense uses the timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Always breaks into the open. And they take it in for 6 points.
Just like he can say that this guy runs his way to this offense. Good time. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a and he was hit just as he was leading and it falls to the turf. Working long up to the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, no running back, has it? They need to find enough space and get it moving forward. You got it quick enough. The shotgun on third down. Trying to escape and get himself. Quarterback slides and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Timeout ball by the Huskies, that's theirs. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left of this first half. Now the offense will run things forward in final time. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Lost the fire on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. They If we can keep the connection on second down, now we're in second to keep the connection. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Right sluggers. He gets it up to the 37-yard line. Let's see if they're willing to get the line down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's it. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. UConn will have to fire away. They'll look to pin them deep. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it over the 25. He'll go to the step of the turn. Waiting second for the first half. Let's see if they can handle it. Looking to throw, it's Spillman. Right down the middle. It's right down the field. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Movement on the offensive line, and that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the run. It's tipped it. We placed 2 points here. It's going to go down. Interesting. First half is and shift is here in Week 10. The Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Florida Gators. He'll start the return inside the spot. Brought down at 23 yards to not a hold. They'll hit the mistake for the run. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense early and driving. The yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll try to do it himself. Works his way out to the 36-yard line. Now to the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Hayden. And they'll stop him at green with their pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back. It's Wilwin. Fires to the wide out. Complete in the middle.
Taking in-breaking routes over the middle of the field is real important as a quarterback. You don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze his defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly right.
And the quarterback will be slimmed down back in the 43. Just a great job. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught out in that situation. This offense has to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. If I'm the play caller here, I am taking the shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team
for not getting that.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bringing it in. Somebody's going to it did happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. You know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember the same defense. They didn't really have this. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. Got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later in the game.
And he was just as he was releasing the pass, and it was on the ground incomplete.
They got stuck in reverse. They opened the punch and bailed them out. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. That's why this judgment is such a big weapon. He can completely insert this field. He's got a kicking for that is a range shot. Everything field. And now for this offense, they got a lot of work to do to cover the score. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's rolling. Unloads to the wideout. And he passes incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But with these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game. You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. You try to
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks like they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass lets the defense get the ball back to its own great field position. I know some teams having a version of punting is sort of the new wave of football, but giving the other teams this kind of chance, it's just not smart. Losing on that. And the defense stopped him again on 2nd and goal. He'll run into the middle, looking for the end zone.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
He's boosted forward in the 5, but they're looking in 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it.
Touchdown, Huskies. That one will give them the lead.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did. Some of the quarterback just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That GPU, this is a goal opportunity to avoid. We took advantage of it. Here.
It's covered by the kicking team. They get the ball right back.
They'll try to run it together, starting from the 36.
On the run,
it's Higgins.
And he is swarmed under a host of
defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to close it with him. And just wedges it ahead and bit before he's brought down.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative.
They're the big component, man. They've got
to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As he puts it for the first down.
I'm surprised so far how this game is unfolding. They're going to continue to feature this team. Like 3rd downs, get them the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get them the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear this game over and over in this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
I'd be changing the run. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
If this offense is going to get back to the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 moments, when you get your team on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He'll be stopped short of the running game. Needed about Memphis needs to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's the defense comes up with a stop. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. With the catch, it's Reader. They get into the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Bell. And they'll drag it down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the Vikings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. It'll be second and 3 open the final stands. He'll try it again. Pull it down after pick up the third and 27. And this offense, man, being able to succeed without their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still moving. So here we are, fourth down in this field goal. Kick's going to face off to pressure. And that will extend their lead for quarters.
It's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By taking the field goal, you now get a possession game. Your chance have gotten away.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll go it down. And there are flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. On the ground, it's Higgins. Gain to get close to the 20, pick up to the 18. And the Tigers run to crank the tempo. Right back to him on the ground. Makes his way up to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up the fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He throws to the wideout. It's picked up. And he's tripped up for a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away the healthy deep stuff. Make them force the football. The coverage they do, they stamp this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last, but they need 8 on second down. He's dragged down the trouble with his medication on this red zone TV. Stirred him on. Keeping it on the ground inside. He gets his first for the first down marker tonight. It's going to be a touchdown. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field. They go for it. 4 dimensions. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Works through. Huskies. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That ball brought down right in the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen as they get on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Got his hand to the left. He steps in the 30 line, and now the offense is moving toward midfield.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions.
Second time this season. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Yes, he throws. Johnson missed on the reception incomplete.
A lot of times on the defense was all over him right after the snap. One of the defense.
Unleashes one. And it was worth going to Ncaa will have to find a way. And we have to pay him overtime. He's coming for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return, and this one is out of bounds, and I think they'll park it right around the 25. The offense ready to set up shop. If the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He'll pull it down and run. Picked up a few extra on that return, though. Big play by this defense to get the football. Great.
It's not clear at this point how much we should be reaching.
Coach wants sufficient to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner to the jet sweep. That's 20. He's got space. He's all the way out. Electric run has to set up. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get enough when if you can't? It's part of the fun, right? Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Running for the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to step it in big formation. And they'll take it and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
This policy strikes, I asked the White House